Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I am Islip, and today we're going to be taking a look at Dr. Wu's Wasp and Wingman, aka Bumblebee and Cyclonus. So, there's a nice picture on the box for you, all of that stuff. Okay, in the box you get a little tray with your Wingman and Wasp, or Cyclonus and Bumblebee, if that's what you choose. You get cards for both figures. You get instructions for Wasp and also for Wingman. And you get an alternate head for Wasp, which is just the G1 head from the toy that has the battle mask, which I'm not gonna put on just because the pegs are so tiny. I don't want to accidentally break anything. So let's go ahead. Oops, I put all that stuff on top of Wasp and Wingman. Let's get them out of their little clamshell. We got Wasp. We have Wingman, and they're actually, especially for the size of the toys, they're actually pretty darn good. I'm actually glad I got it. So let's start off with Wasp here, and Wasp is a tiny VW bug, sort of scrunched, you know, not as scrunched as the G1 was, but he's very tiny. He's about maybe the size of maybe slightly bigger than the size of a quarter. So he's about an inch and a half. There he is next to Studio Series G1 Bumblebee. We'll see if I can get that. There we go. So you can see how small it is. Here is one of the Generations Legend / Core Class Bumblebees. So you can see, like, literally this thing is about the size of this robot's foot. I had a tape measure somewhere. I don't have it anymore, but this thing is about, I'd say, about an inch and a half long in this mode. And if you look underneath, you can see, actually, it's not too much. I mean, you see the arms for the robot mode, but that's about it. So I'll manually zoom in at some point here so you can see the actually, you can come closer. There we go. So you can see the details a little bit. This thing is nicely done. I mean, it's even got its tail lights picked up, which a lot of the officials don't bother doing. And here we have Wingman, aka Cyclonus, and it's, again, not a very big figure, although this one is about, I want to say, about 2 inches long. In its spaceship mode, looks pretty good. You can see the fists on the back, but I mean, what did you expect? This thing is really teeny weeny. And there's the underside. Classic Cyclonus, really. So, and I'll do this so that you can see. Again, here he is with the Studio Series Bumblebee. And again, with a Legends class Bumblebee, and yeah, it's a pretty nice nice size. So let's go ahead and get them transformed since we're already here. So normally I gotta make sure that I'm the right distance away because there's no way to focus or zoom. Back here, you're gonna flip these toes forward. You're going to take this piece here, and it has a peg hole that looks like for a gun or something, but you don't get any weapons with this guy, so Oh wow. So bring that down, turn the head around. You're gonna bring these pieces up. They peg in, the arms peg in right there. And you just bring it up, and it's going to, this peg here, it's gonna go into a hole right there. Shazam. Shazam. Bring these pieces, and I'm surprised they kept this part of the transformation. Bring these pieces back and then fold them over like so. If you want to keep it to the G1 toy, you just bring it over and then you just fold it backwards like this. So you can have it look like the G1 toy if you want to, or like that. And then what you're gonna do is, oh, actually before you do this, pop these pieces up and over. Make sure to pop them up. See right there? Don't do what I did. I actually pulled the cockpit and flipped it completely out, not realizing that I was going too high because I didn't look at the instructions. So flip them over, pull these down until you hear a click, little click. I don't know if you heard it. I'm gonna bring it over to the microphone. So clicks. Okay, and then just adjust. Oh yeah, and then you want to bring the arms around. Now, because of the way the wings and the fins are, you can't turn it this way. You have to rotate it around like this. If you try to turn it the other way, it doesn't go anywhere. So you got to rotate it around like that. And now you have a little posable Cyclonus. And he looks really good. Hold on a second. And he looks great. He's got a lot of detail. I mean, it's hard to see because it's white and my white light. Let me see if I turn the light down a little bit. If you can see the details of the face a little bit better. It's hard to tell, but yeah, you get the idea. Bring this back up. Alrighty, and again, here we go. Size comparison, and again, size comparison with a core class size figure. So yeah, he's about half the size of a core class figure. We'll get him out of the way, and we'll bring in Wasp. And with Wasp, you want to start at the back. You can flip this up here, flip the wheels in like this. These come out. Whoops! These come out, and then you're just gonna pull this down gently. And I don't know if you saw it, but there's a whole armature in there with the hips that come down. And then take the feet or the front, and you're gonna flip these around, pushing on the back here so that these yellow bits here disappear into the foot. Do the same on the other side, and then you're gonna fold this over 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So that's the bottom done. So then we are going to take these arms, straighten them out, and then pull them out this way. And then bring this down. And now you can flip the head up and tuck. When you're bringing this in, you have to tuck the wheels this way, and they will go into this gap here. Like so. And all of that is at the back. And then there you've got your little Wasp or Bumblebee, however you want to say. And it looks pretty nice. Let me lower the lights just a little bit, because it's definitely Let's see, can I bring this up a bit? Yes, there we go. So we have our little Bumblebee. And I didn't show it on the other guy, but these guys are pretty posable. Now with Bumblebee, he has a hard time standing only because the wheels don't fold down, so they cover the flats of the foot, so you always have to have his legs kind of like that, because if you try to make him straight, then he falls over because now he's on the wheels. So articulation is, he's got a bit of a look up and down here, left and right. Arms are on a ball joint, so you get a 360. He doesn't have a bicep swivel or anything. His arms have a 90-degree bend. No waist, but you do have a bit of side-to-side motion at the ball joint at the hips. You can go all the way out, all the way forward, all the way back. You got 90 degrees at the knee, and the feet have a bit of play because of the transformation. So you can get some poses out of them. And did I do size convert? I did not. So let me get him back to standard. Here we go. So we got that. Here he is next to Studio Series. He looks like he can ride inside the Studio Series, to be honest with you. So there's that. Here he is next to Core Class Bumblebee. He is about mid-thigh height. And let's go ahead and bring in his mate here. Move you over. Cyclonus or Wingman. And they look good. I love these figures. Now he's a little bit bigger than he should be, but I mean, you can't really make him much smaller and transform and have all this attention to detail. Before I forget, let's go ahead and do his whatchamacallit. So he's got 360 at the head, no up or down, ball joint, so rotation. Arms have a swivel, also has 90 degrees, hands do not move, no waist, legs can wiggle back and forth a little bit, big splits, forward all the way, back all the way, 90 degrees, and the toes can move a little bit. Oh, I forgot, this one also has ankle tilt, so you can get even more dynamic poses out of them. That said, I love these figures. If you're looking for something that's gonna fit with your Titan Transformers, or you need something that's really small, you ain't got a lot of space, these guys are just about perfect. I mean, they're fun to mess with. They don't feel flimsy. I mean, I'm obviously going to be extra careful because they are tiny bits, but I don't feel like they're extra fragile where if I make the wrong move, they're going to snap, you know. I feel like I've got a bit of leeway. They're posable. You can see that they're posable. You got Bumblebee doing a kick. You got Cyclonus blocking, getting ready to throw a punch. At least that's what it's supposed to look like. It's a little hard to do because he doesn't have a waist, but you know. But yeah, I mean, these things are awesome. They look great on the shelf. If you have what do you call it, HasLab Unicron, I mean, you should get these figures, or at least the Cyclonus one, because it would scale great. It wouldn't be perfect, but it still would be pretty good. That said, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and ciao. didn't. This is Earthrise Scorponite, and that's a tub that has a bunch of my stuff in it.